morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always, told out of Voice of Radio. So today, we need to take a little bit of a look at one of those new trademarks that has gone and been recorded over in Japan. And we have this conversation a lot when things like this happen, and all I can tell you is that I work with the lovely Primal Lugia and the lovely Matthew Arrive, amongst other people, when doing this, and our hit rate is pretty good, frankly. Our hit rate is pretty gosh darn good. There is no guarantee that this is a new Pokemon TCG set name, but I am convinced enough that it is to bring you a video on it. And like I say, our hit rate so far has been pretty good. Remember a little while ago, I showed you that trademark for VMAX Climax? And now I'm showing you reveals semi-regularly about VMAX Climax? Yep. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Just like that. So with all of that borne in mind then, what do we actually have? Well, the trademark that's gone and been trademarked is Incandescent Arcana, or White Hot Arcana, or something along those lines. And actually, not to boast, I totally know both those kanji. I could have actually translated this myself, and I'm a very happy boy that that's the case. And then, of course, we just get into the speculation. Now, sometimes these are very, very easy indeed. These are really quite easy. Starbirth, we said, was going to be an Arceus set, because Arceus is, the creator Pokemon who made everything, and we've been doing reveals from Starbirth. We know that Starbirth is, in fact, the Arceus set. The Eevee Heroes, I mean, to be fair, right, as far as it goes, Eevee Heroes was about the easiest trademark to figure out that we've ever actually seen. It was extremely easy to look at the trademark for Eevee Heroes and figure out that that was, in fact, going to be a set based around the Eevees. The other thing I do need to caution you about, however, is we might be missing information. So, for instance, when Jet Black Poltergeist and Silver Lance were first revealed as trademarks, and I did a video about this, you can go look back through the channel and find it, we didn't know that Shadow Rider Calyrex and Ice Rider Calyrex were a thing. So we were making all kind of predictions as to what ghost Pokemon could be featured in Jet Black Poltergeist, and what ice Pokemon could be featured in Silver Lance, or indeed what metal Pokemon could be featured in Silver Lance, and actually, it turned out they were Pokemon we hadn't seen. And let's face it, Legends Arceus is coming out in January, and I think, and I don't have any insider information here, but I think it is fair to assume we don't have all the information about Legends Arceus. I think it's fair to assume that we haven't seen all of the new Pokemon. We get new reveals here and there. We saw Cleaver for the first time the other day. That was a very new reveal. We'd never seen Cleaver before. So it may well be that something is going on here that we literally cannot know about. I mean, for instance, does anybody think it's particularly noteworthy that we've not seen anything in terms of evolutions of the first partner Pokemon in that game? Not in any of the pre-release material have we seen anything about those first partner Pokemon and their stage 2 evolutions. I'm not saying that there are new forms. Maybe there are, maybe there aren't. I have absolutely no idea. But I'm saying that it might be noteworthy that we haven't seen them, and there may well be new forms, and if there are new forms, well, maybe one of them is featuring here. Maybe all of them are featuring here. And that is frankly going to be information that, as it stands at the moment, we just don't have access to. And that is very, very important to note right off the bat. So with all of that said, White Hot Arcana, Incandescent Arcana, certainly sounds like Heatran, doesn't it? Like, if I'm looking through this, my first thought here is Heatran. Again, I think, at least at the moment, we need to be thinking Gen 4. Because, and we'll go through these at the end of the video, we are heading into what certainly looks like a run of Gen 4 sets. And that means that every time I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, hey, what about Gen 4 stuff? And we're thinking legendaries and things of that nature. So absolutely Heatran fits in here quite nicely. No guarantee, of course, but I do think it is pretty gosh darn relevant at this stage that Heatran would fit that quite nicely. You know, Heatran is your special Pokemon, your fire Pokemon. It is a legendary Pokemon. It's a Gen 4 Pokemon. There is a lot going on there. Officially the Lava Dome Pokemon, but certainly White Hot would fit in here quite nicely. Arcana, I should mention, is a word that generally refers to secrets or mysteries. So maybe it's not as straightforward as just going, hey, it's the legendary fire Pokemon from Gen 4, but I do think that is a fairly sensible prediction. Now, of course, let's not forget that one of your starters in Legends Arceus evolves into Typhlosion. You got Cyndaquil, who ends up as Typhlosion. And Typhlosion is the Volcano Pokemon. Now, we don't know if we are going to get regular Typhlosion or Hisuian Typhlosion coming along in Legends Arceus. And like I say, the fact that they haven't shown us the Stage 2 evolutions in any of the pre-release material, at least I'm fairly sure they haven't. If I'm wrong, please do correct me in the comments. That does lead me to believe that maybe they're planning something, and certainly this could be the first Hisuian set. Hisui being the region in Legends Arceus. So it would make a little bit of sense to make this the first Hisuian set, and to have it featured around the first partner Pokemon, and certainly White Hot or Incandescent could refer to Typhlosion or whatever the new one is, and maybe we go from there. I do think at this stage we should be thinking either Gen 4 remakes, your Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, or we should be thinking Legends Arceus. I do think we're going to be one way or the other there. Exactly where we fall there, that is the question, ladies and gentlemen. Because, of course, if we take a little bit of a look at the sets which we are fairly sure are coming, and we don't have an order of the sets, just an order in which they were revealed, but we are expecting to have Space Juggler and Time Gazer. And maybe there's something else, but as far as I'm concerned, we've just had the Gen 4 remakes come out that have the Space Pokemon and the Time Pokemon, that being Dialga and Palkia. So, as far as I'm concerned, that's the only thing we can seriously be looking at here. I'm willing to believe that's the case. We've got a set called Dark Phantasm, which seems like it could be Giratina or Darkrai, but I am leaning towards Darkrai on that one. That seems kind of sensible to me. Now, to be fair, we do have Battle Region, and I'll be perfectly honest with you here. I don't have much of a look on Battle Region. Battle Region could be a million different things, and I don't think it's fair to really speculate too much on that one. But we've also seen Lost Abyss, which to me, and I said this at the time and I feel very good about this prediction, Lost Abyss to me suggests that the Lost Zone is coming back and that it is bringing Giratina with it, because Giratina is the Pokemon that introduced the Lost Zone to the TCG, and I personally always think Giratina when I think Lost Zone. So this would fit quite nicely, if they are just doing some sets based on the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl remakes, and they're bringing in a whole bunch of the legendary and mythical Pokemon, then bringing in Heatran in a White Hot Arcana or Incandescent Arcana set, that to me sounds pretty sensible. However, I can also see this being the first Hisuian set for Legends Arceus. And the problem with that is that we have so much less information. Even before the release of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, we were told it was going to be a pretty faithful remake. So we knew roughly what to expect. But with Legends Arceus, we don't. We've been shown a bunch of pre-release stuff, of course we have. We've been shown some clips and a bunch of screenshots and all of that. Incidentally, it looks like a phenomenal game, and as excited as I am for Horizon Forbidden West, and you better believe I'm excited for that game, there is not a single game at the moment I am more excited for than Legends Arceus, in the entirety of video games. And a lot of that is because we really don't know what's going on. We really don't know what's happening. And there is an awful lot that we might be missing. And an awful lot of Pokemon that could be unrevealed. We've seen a bunch of new Pokemon, but there could be a bunch more. And there could be Pokemon we have no idea of, and as soon as we see them, it fits perfectly. In the same way, like I said earlier, with Jet Black Poltergeist and Silver Lance, if you knew about Shadow Rider and Ice Rider Calyrex, they were the most obvious set names ever. But when the set names were trademarked, we didn't know about those Pokemon. And of course, as soon as they were revealed, as soon as we played the games and found them, and props to Pokemon, because they were not revealed before the game, I stayed away from spoilers when I got to the end of the DLC, and I found, well, for me, it was Shadow Rider Calyrex for the first time. That was weird. I had no idea about that Pokemon. It was brilliant. And being the big, massive TCG nerd I am, I was like, that's what the trademarks mean. So maybe there's something like that going on. And I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I know I have not given you the nice, straightforward answer for which you were hoping. But if nothing else, I do hope that in this video I've given you some things to think about and some threads to pull at to decide maybe what this might be in the future. For now, I want to know what you think about all of this. I want to know your opinions, your predictions, basically whatever you think it might be. I would love to hear. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWassy, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCG Radio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.